Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Stranger Things. Last time on Stranger Things, we had The Dive. Alright, let's see what we got. Elle was working through more of her memories and realized that she had a fight, I guess, or she was in a competition with two and actually beat him, but he got all pissy about it and bullied her. And was like, I want Papa to know that it was me. And it's like, whatever. But then the orderly, Dr. Brenner tortured the orderly because he's playing favorites with Elle, and that's not a good thing. We also have about 10 different theories on who the orderly actually is, so there's also that. Meanwhile, Mike, Will, Jonathan, and Argyle made it to Susie's house, and she found the location of the Nina Project, and it is in Nevada, so they are on their way there. Meanwhile, Jason has decided that Eddie is a vessel for the devil, and is now leading the entire town of Hawkins to go murder him in cold blood. So there's that. Meanwhile, the army was torturing the one guy, and they just fully don't believe in the Upside Down or anything like that. Meanwhile, Hopper was preparing for the fight with the Demogorgon and managed to sneak some alcohol and a lighter so that they can use it against him, use fire against him. Meanwhile, Joyce and Murray were going to the prison, and they're going to use Yuri as Murray, and Murray is going to be Yuri, which is how they're going to get in. So there's that. Meanwhile, the gang actually working to kill Vecna. They found a gate. After finding Eddie, there's a gate under the lake. Steve was dragged in, and Eddie, Nancy, and Robin all jumped in after him. But Steve is currently shirtless in the Upside Down and is being eaten by demon bats. So there's that. Yes, that's everything. Folks, strap in, because this episode is... how much exactly? 96 minutes, I think. 96 minutes long. 96. It's an hour and a half long. That is the length of a standard movie. Well, technically an hour and a half long movie is considered short nowadays. And I will admit, I would rather movies stuck to 2 hours or less. Tell your story and get done, you know? You, honestly, if you're going to, the max I will give you is 2.5. The only other thing is you have to, earn it, you know? If you're going longer than 2.5 hours, you have to earn that time, you know? And I'm saying all this knowing full well that this is not the longest episode of the season. But remember, this is a season of a TV show on a streaming site. Either edit your episodes so that they're shorter, either in the actual editing bay or hire a script editor, or cut it into multiple episodes. And I'm going to keep repeating this, even though all of this has been really good, so I don't really want to cut anything, but pace this better, put this into more episodes. You can do more episodes. Nobody's going to care if you have more than 9 episodes, but do that. And do not make people sit through an hour and a half of one episode of a TV show. And again, I say this knowing full well that the season finale is 2.5 hours long. For some friggin' reason. So strap in. We're going to be here for a bit. Grab a drink, grab a sandwich. I actually just ate lunch, so I'm all good to go. I've got some water. So, with all that said, let's just jump right into this episode of Stranger Things. Here we go. Oh!
Hey there.
Hi. Oh! Oh! Good job, Steve. Uh-oh. There's a lot.
Woods. Come on.
Make a break for the woods. Find shelter.
More running.
Meh. Okay, they're... Oh, God. What is that? It's a power line. They're not in a great place. Literally and, like, metaphorically. They are not in a good place. The Massacre at Hawkins Lab. Oh, good for you. And how was it?
The door is always open. This place is not a prison. This is.
I'm getting some
You chose to trust
Avatar
me once.
flashbacks.
I'm asking you to trust me again.
I am once again asking for your
Take
trust.
me into the past one last time. Stop hiding, 11.
But if you leave now, you won't be able to go into the Avatar state at all. It's not the time to rekindle a romance. Oh yeah, he's got some hair on his chest.
Well, we don't have to go all the way downtown for guns. I have guns. In my bedroom.
You,
You do?
Nancy Wheeler, have guns, plural, in your bedroom?
Full of surprises, isn't she? A Russian Makarov and a revolver.
Yeah, you almost shot me with
Wow.
that one.
Pure modesty, dude.
Nope. Was it an earthquake or? Boy, it's a good thing everything is mirrored in the Upside Down. Which, I mean, it has to be, but still.
I bet Mikhail will be proud of his pops at least.
Mikhail? No. I can't do nothing right with him anymore, it seems. He will say, Papa, I bet that old American did most of the monster slaying.
He's that age, huh?
Yeah, he is that age.
I think back to the way I was with my dad at that age. I was the same way.
No.
The exact same way.
It must be hardwired into us to reject our fathers. So we can grow, move on. Become something of our own. I hope that's what she's doing. Coming into her own.
And rejecting her father.
She must have fallen.
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 You've seen her, Papa. She's clumsy, stupid.
Well, you know what they say. Whoever smelt it dealt it. So it must be you, fuckface. Yeah, like, dude, don't talk and you're not gonna get suspected. Oh, shit.
Papa, please. She's lying.
I mean, she didn't say anything.
Again?
Man, it's a miracle none of them ever used their powers on him.
Saved my ass back there.
Shit, you saved your own ass, man.
Nah.
I mean, that was a real Aussie move you pulled back there. I don't know what happened between you two.
Boy, they're
If I were
really...
you, I would get her back. 'Cause that was as unambiguous a sign of true love as these cynical eyes have ever seen.
Boy, they are just sidelining Jonathan to the nth degree.
Either you tell me what's happening, or I tell Dustin what I found under your bed.
Please, no.
Oh.
Spill your guts, cowpuncher.
What'd she find under your bed? Nothing. Is it gross?
Huh?
Scale 1 to 10.
100.
Oh my god.
The serial killer. So what if, with each kill, he's not simply killing them?
He's making a powerful psychic connection with his victims. A connection powerful enough to rip a hole in the fabric of time and space. He's opening more gates. Bingo.
Every time he kills, he opens a gate.
The Mind Flayer. So if the Demogorgon was just his foot soldier, Vecna's his 5-star general.
Ah.
A 5-star general with the power to open gates.
Interesting.
Holy shit.
He's making gates. But we've established that either you need a machine to make a gate or a person. So who is Vecna, per se? And I'm thinking it's one.
I don't understand.
Maybe you left them somewhere else.
There's a 6-year-old in the house. I know where I keep my guns. And also, I threw these away years ago.
Huh. Oh. This is an old copy of the world. But it's a copy, isn't
How many
it?
of these did you make?
You said he wanted to help.
Oh my god, they were so young! 1983. This is a copy of the world from 1983.
Nancy?
Let's analyze. What do 11 and Vecna have in common?
They have similar powers. It has to be that he's number one.
Will, he found a way to speak to Joyce through the lights.
That was a weird read.
Are you even listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening. It's just... You said he followed Vecna through lights, right?
Yeah. Okay, Erica's gonna
why?
contribute. Thank God.
Remember when I said they wouldn't be stupid enough to go through Watergate?
They went in.
Yeah. I overestimated them.
That's really cool.
Yuri Izmailov.
God, he actually shaved his beard. I didn't even notice that in the last
Товарищ майор.
in the last shot.
Какие хотите? Действуйте вместе.
He is still alive.
It is time you are free from this hell.
Free from your pain and your suffering. He's totally Vecna. Light bright. Oh.
Holy shit!
It works. Yo, this is freaking fancy AF.
Unplug it!
Now you can write.
So, how far is your trailer?
7 miles.
Nancy? I know your house here is like weirdly, creepily frozen in time and shit, but haven't you always had bikes?
Yeah, we could bike through the upside down. Oh, that's why it's on the ceiling. There's a gate in the ceiling. Well, bye.
Excuse me! No, get back here! I guess it's just a minor misdemeanor.
Oh! That was great. Friggin' pop a tire and go. Alrighty. Oh no, I want to see a transition to the upside down. Come on. Yes. And... Yes! That was great! Good shot, everybody. We nailed that one.
That's your favorite, isn't it? How are you feeling today?
Okay.
Are you up
that's
for
right.
some more lessons?
This is what we saw at the beginning.
Can you feel it?
Ugh.
Your papa calls it soteria.
What the hell?
It weakens me, attracts me. Even if there were another way out, he will find me. And if he finds me, he will find you.
What if I make it go away? You help me, I help you.
No. If you destroy the inhibitor, he'll be more powerful than you could imagine. He's absolutely Vecna. Or one. Check his wrists. Here we go. gentlemen, you're Incredible Hulk! He's at the front. Give him that. No, come on! Uh-oh. Ah! Jiminy Christmas! Oh god, it's so fast! Ah! Come on! Yes! Come on, you little bastard! Uh-oh! Ah! Oh no! Oh, it's strong too! Ah! Right through his face! Oh! Joyce! Yay! It's okay. We're gonna go home. We're gonna grow your hair back and your mustache. We're gonna bomb this place. Oh! That's them with a broom. Ugh. So many squishing wet sounds. Oh my gosh, we've never been able to, like, look through both sides.
No way.
Yeah. Literally upside down.
Who knew something so small could cause so much trouble?
There
you go.
These fucks. Ah! Oh, it's him! Oh! Oh, shit.
Like I said, we're alike. You and I.
Show it. He's number one! Oh, I called it when I knew to call it.
Those stains are,
I was wondering.
Not quite sure how these physics are gonna work, but,
Gravity?
here goes nothing.
Whoop. Cool. Yeah, what's this gonna feel like going through? Whoop. Oh.
Thank God.
You're back. Oh.
Nancy. Hey.
Oh.
Stay with me, Nancy. Hey.
It's him. This is the pool where Barb died, isn't it? Oh. Ew. On his hair slicked back and everything. That's the first time his nose bleeds in all of this.
What'd I tell ya?
Oh my god. Was I right about it all?
Amazing.
I mean, the only thing I was unsure about.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you, I didn't fit in with the other children.
Oh my
Something
god.
was wrong with me. All the teachers and the doctors said I was broken.
I did connect all the dots. I said last episode he could be one or the Creel kid or Vecna. He's all three of them.
Humans
are a unique type of pest, multiplying and poisoning our world, all while enforcing a structure of their own. A deeply unnatural structure. Where others saw order, I saw a straitjacket.
Oh my god.
A cruel, oppressive world dictated by made-up rules.
So he's also the Joker and Tomura Shigaraki.
And I realized...
Standing here?
I didn't have to.
Oh.
To break free. With each life I grew stronger.
That's a hell of a way to kill someone, though.
I woke up from my coma only to find myself placed in the care of a doctor. The very doctor I had hoped to escape. Dr. Martin Brenner.
Ugh. Back when he had color in his hair.
We could reshape the world, remake it however we see fit.
Oh, jeez.
Join me.
Ah! Ugh! Bitch. You see that look? I don't know if you're strong enough, though. Ah! Oh, it's like Anakin and Obi-Wan. Ah!
Maybe have a memory like that.
Use what he taught you against him. Ah! Oh, okay, well, it didn't work. Ah! Oh, God.
It's supposed to end like this.
Ah! Ah! What the fuck? Got rid of a force vision. What the fuck is happening? She's beginning to believe! Oh! Whoa! Oh, this is what she did to the Demogorgon. Oh. That was the first gate she opened. Which led him straight to the Mind Flayer. Oh, it's getting weird. It is also turning into like an 80s movie, like a... Holy crap, this transformation's friggin' epic, man. That's how he became Vecna. Oh my gosh, is that it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Jiminy Christmas, man. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jiminy Christmas, man. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna be making noises for a sec. Hang on. As I gather thoughts. Okay, so... Well, I was right. Well, I was right. Man, I wasn't sure about the Creel boy too, but nope. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's all coming together now. With the like one exception, like everything is coming together, you know. El, Vecna, the Orderly, Nancy, the gang, you know? The things that aren't quite coming together. One, Hopper. That really just is its own plot line at this point. That's fine. The other one, Mike, Will, and Jonathan. Sir's not appearing in this episode. I mean, what? Their whole plot line right now is to get to the Nina Project to tell them that the army is going to try to find them. Other than that, have you noticed they have nothing to do with the plot? Oh well. Maybe they'll join back in. So I was right. I love when I have harebrained theories and they're completely true. Annie? Anyone remember Annie? I do. Though, it wasn't as harebrained. Well, I guess it was a bit more harebrained than this, but still, that was a harebrained theory that became true. But this, again, like last episode, I was like, okay. Like when they talked about like, you know, oh, what happened to one? It's like, oh, that's a story for another day. It's like, okay, so he's one, you know? He's number one. But, and then I thought, okay, well, maybe he is Vecna, you know? Does he do the voice? Do they get another voice for when he is actually Vecna? Because that is such a different voice from him, you know? But anyway. But the one thing I was kind of 50-50 on was whether or not the orderly being one was also Victor Creel's son. You know? And the only reason is because they say, you know, that he says, well, my boy, he was sensitive to this stuff, you know? He was sensitive to this stuff. But I was thinking, you know, is that actually a hint? If it is, it's the only hint, you know? What a fucking gruesome way to kill people, though. But that's how the rest of them died. And the only one to match or even outmatch his strength is 11. That's fucking wild, man. She just fucking yeeted him into the Upside Down. And like, fucking crazy, man. So, okay, I have to like put everything into context. So, I mean, how long... Excuse me, that was an exhausting episode. How long after this fight, how long after the massacre is Will taken? Will gets taken to the Upside Down. And around that point is when 11 escapes. That date is also the last date in Nancy's diary in the Upside Down. I mean, what if it's that, like... Hang on. I gotta adjust myself. I sat the exact same way for an hour and a half. I really gotta try to ration out this timeline. Maybe that day... Is it the same day? I don't think it is. I don't think it's the exact same day. I don't think it's the exact same day that she throws one into the Upside Down. Although, did she even send him to the Upside Down per se? Or did she throw him between dimensions and he landed in the Upside Down eventually? I mean, I don't know. But maybe that's it, is when the first gate is open. I mean, maybe it's not even that, oh, time has stopped. Maybe it's not even that time has stopped in the Upside Down. Maybe while this dimension was a thing, maybe once a gate was opened to it, the Upside Down morphed into an identical copy of the world, you know? Maybe that's it. It would... I think that would slightly explain the Mind Flayer, because the Mind Flayer, I mean, as far as we can tell, it's a bit difficult, but as far as we can tell, the Mind Flayer is like this incorporeal being, you know? So maybe by throwing one in there, it basically brought it brought shape to like an ethereal realm. And I know that that's friggin' crazy, but so is he, you know? I know that's a really crazy thing for me to say, but this dude is like the Joker. This dude's like the Joker. He's talking about society and how we live in it and stuff. My God. Actually, first off, this dude's really good. This dude is really good. He should play the Joker. Like, I think he might be a really good Joker. And, I mean, there is slightly the question of why... So, I mean, okay. So, the first killings happen in the 50s. And the next killings don't happen until 1986. We at least know why it took so long for him to kill again, is because he was placed in the care of Dr. Brenner, and he eventually got the inhibitor chip, you know? And who knows, maybe when he did all of that, it blew out his powers, you know? It could have blown out his powers exactly the same way it blew out Eleven's powers, you know? So that could have been it, and when he started to work his way up, Dr. Brenner put in the inhibitor chip so that he wouldn't ever get that strong to be a threat. But then eventually he just got old enough to become the Orderly, you know? This is fucking crazy, man. This is way more fucking plot intensive than the previous seasons, I must say. Like, with everything, like, we had to have a ridiculous exposition dump right there. On top, this is all building on the exposition dump a few episodes ago, you know? But the question I was asking is, once he was thrown into the Upside Down, you know, let's say in 1983, why did it take him 3 years to start killing again? Perhaps he blew out his power again and he needed to retrain. Maybe, I mean, he was probably injured. He might have been injured, so it could have been that maybe he's been healing this whole time. Maybe he's been working something out with the Mind Flayer, you know? Because that is one thing, too, is how did... You know, they say in this that, well, you know, if the Demogorgons are hunting dogs, then Vecna is like a 5-star general to the Mind Flayer, you know? But I mean, where was Vecna last season, you know? The Mind Flayer was basically doing this himself and creating this sort of body in the real world. But where was Vecna? Where was Vecna during all this? And even still, why did he wait another year after Starcourt to start killing? I'm exhausted. We have 2 more episodes. One thing I will say, though, that is a good cliffhanger before, you know, I guess season 4 part 2. Because I know that's how that originally aired. It was May 27th when they released season 4 part 1, which was these first 7 episodes, which probably explains why this episode is so long. I guess you could count this as a sort of mid-season finale, despite the fact that there's only 2 more episodes. But I know that it was July 1st, I think, when they released Season 4 Part 2, which is these last 2 episodes. Which, again, you could have cut that into at least 3 episodes. You don't need an episode that's 2.5 hours. This was 1.5 hours, and I was like, alright, that's a bit much, you know? And look, yes, would I cut anything from this episode? No. Like, I wouldn't cut stuff out. But I would recut it so that you cut the episodes down, you know? Cut them down to a more reasonable length and just have more of them. That's fine. But whatever. Whatever. It was good. It was fine. I'm exhausted. Thank God I'm not recording anything else today. The only other thing I recorded today was the Season 4 finale of Better Call Saul, which was, in and of itself, was crazy. And now recording this. And yeah, I got 2 episodes left of this show, of this season. But anyway, Vecna. I was right. And I'm sure I wasn't the only one thinking that. What I can't believe is I got all 3 of them right, too. That, introduced as 4 separate characters, I was correct in realizing that they're all the same character. Because they talk about Victor Creel's son, One, the Orderly, and Vecna. That's 4 different characters, and I was correct in thinking that all 4 of them were the same character. I don't know how I did that. Because that's a lot. To assume 4 characters are one, that's a lot to think about, you know? And honestly, that just means there's a greater chance that you're wrong, you know? But no. All 4 of them are the exact same character. Just at different points in his life. And now he's revealed that to Nancy. He revealed that to 11 years ago, but she blocked that memory out. I don't blame her. Now, I don't remember. I guess there must have been... We never saw that room, did we? The playroom. So, presumably, after what they... How do I say this? After the massacre, they reshaped that room probably to study the gate. I would imagine. But man, that... I mean, just what she did to him was ridiculous. And it's basically the same thing that happened to the Demogorgon, you know? And, so yeah, when Dr. Brenner is like, you know, what have you done? It's not, oh my god, what have you done? You've killed everyone. It's, what have you done? You unleashed number 1. Yeah, I always look terrible when I lean back like this, but I'm exhausted. And this is an episode where you gotta like lean back and think about stuff, you know? But we are on the clock. So. And it's not only a cliffhanger of revealing the entire backstory of who the main villain is, but also ending on the cliffhanger that Nancy is about to be killed. He's about to kill her, you know? I like this too because it does show... I mean, I like it a lot because it's Eleven's power set, you know? And previously, we just haven't had that. And, if anything, it connects 11 more to the Upside Down, you know? Like, honestly, you'd be forgiven for thinking, like, well, 11 and the Upside Down, they're just sort of 2 supernatural entities that exist and have now come into conflict with each other. But now, this connects them even further. Because she, without even realizing she could do that, she just chucked him into another dimension. We have to go through the notes, and we have to, like, actually discuss. Let's talk Hell Team. Hell Team, the Upside Down team. That was interesting. I love I love Nancy is just so casual about like, yeah, I've got guns. I've got guns in my room. That was really funny. I like that. Of course, they're not in the Upside Down, but all right. But yeah, that was really interesting. Just them going through the Upside Down, and I mean, yeah, like that is so like crazy. Like they're all killing those freaking bats, but Steve, even with injuries, just chucking those bats down, step on it, rip it in half. Like that is crazy, man. And luckily Steve's not hurt too bad. So I'm so fucking tired. I mean, like, how can I not be tired? That episode takes so much out of you, you know? But anyway. But yeah. So there was that. There was the multiple gates, which was interesting, and it's Vecna is creating a gate. Well, I guess, okay, so the question, why has Vecna waited so long, 3-ish years to start killing? It's because he's opening gates. And now he needs to open these gates. Presumably beforehand, he may have opened 1 or 2. I don't know. But then they were just sort of testing the water. But with all the gates closed, Vecna had to use his power in order to do that again. And he probably also had to get strong enough to use his powers across dimensions, Like, that has to be something. That, because he does kill remotely, basically, he has to do it in a different universe, basically. So, it probably took him a while to get that strong, But yeah, that's what he does. He creates gates everywhere he goes. So there's a gate on the road. I guess there's another gate. No, okay. So it's not that there's another gate. It's that the gate they went through, Watergate, that's the gate from Patrick's death. Yeah, that gate formed fucking fast though. Jesus. And then, yeah, 1983. So the Upside Down is an identical copy to the night that Will disappeared. But I don't think that's the exact night that the massacre happens, I don't think. I don't think so, because I think there were plenty of scenes of just Dr. Brenner and Eleven, So it must have been like weeks or a month or so later. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the full timeline of these events. We just got an explanation of a lot of these events, so I don't have a full timeline. And maybe you guys can correct me on some of that in the comments. I know you can probably hear my throat is dying. Okay. We had the SOS, which was pretty cool. I like them messing with the lights to get their attention and then using the light bright. That was fun. I like that. So yeah, that was really, really good. I enjoyed all the scenes there. Them biking through the Upside Down. I love that shot of the gang biking down the street, and then you flip under to reveal Upside Down there on their bikes in the Upside Down. It reminds me there was a shot like that in Thor Ragnarok with Loki and Valkyrie going to talk to Jeff Goldblum, and they have a sort of a shot that goes over and then goes into the reflection on the ground, which is pretty cool. So yeah. That was a really, really good shot. I enjoyed that. And then yeah, eventually they managed to make it to Eddie's house, and I love playing with gravity like that. That was really cool. Playing with gravity like that, I love the Eddie's like, those stains, yeah. I don't know what those stains are. Like, oh gosh. That was funny. I did like the talk between Eddie and Steve about, I guess just honestly how great a person Steve is. And yeah, it is one of those things where it's like you hear all this stuff about Steve and it's like, and he's not a douche, really? And it's like, well, but you got to think about it that he was absolutely a douche. And if you go back to season 1, you can watch that, You can definitely see that in season 1. I mean, his fight with Jonathan, definitely, But yeah, but after season 1, he got better. Something that unfortunately could not happen for Billy. Poor Billy. Yeah. But that was a good talk. And then they keep going on about Steve and Nancy. It's like, boy, we really it just kind of makes me wonder. It's like, does Charlie Heaton want to leave the show? Is that why they're sort of hinting more at Steve and Nancy? I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, I don't blame him because, I mean, God, look at this season. The guy's not really doing too much anymore, I don't even remember if he did anything last season. I really don't remember anything of Jonathan last season. Huh. Or Nancy, for that matter. What did they do last season? But I remember Joyce and Hopper and the Russian and Murray. I remember the gang and Al. I remember Steve and Robin and Scoops Ahoy. Yeah, I don't remember anything that Jonathan and Nancy did last season. All right then. So they're hinting at Steve and Nancy getting back together, but I don't know. I mean, is it like, oh, Nancy's in love with him, that's why she dove in, or is it Nancy's that fucking brave, or I don't know. I mean, it probably doesn't even need to be like, oh, she's in love for a relationship. It's like, well, they're friends, I don't know. It's like, it's just a great bond, Oh well. But I don't know. I don't know where we're kind of going with that. It's not really on my high on my priority of things to think about in terms of Stranger Things. I kind of got some other priorities to think about with Stranger Things, so there's that. What else? Well, we had Joyce and Murray getting to the prison, and the Hopper and the Russians fighting the Demogorgon, which was crazy. And yeah, man, this thing is so fucking scary. But I mean, they survived. Well, at the very least, Hopper and Antonov survived, and they did get reunited, which was good. So, but man, Murray shaved his beard off. But I mean, you gotta play the part. You gotta play the part. So he shaved his beard off, which is crazy. But they reunited, which was good. And yeah, we had the whole. I mean, just the fight was really good. Using a spear, a flaming spear, didn't work, but but at the very least, he did throw it at the end. Okay, this is how I can. Here's how I can tell that I've been talking a little while. So it's been, I guess, about half an hour that I've been talking in this discussion, because Netflix just went broke. I don't know how else to put it, but instead of showing the title and the description, it just all that went away, and now it's just a little play. So it basically, Netflix needs to be reloaded if I'm going to play it again. So there's that. That shows how long I've been talking. Good to know. Been about a half hour. That also happened on today's Better Call Saul. But that's a different story. Anyway. But yeah, it was a good fight. The two of them managed to survive. The important ones, I guess, managed to survive. And then Hopper reunited with Joyce, which was good. And I did like that talk of about fathers and stuff. We're programmed to go against our fathers and go out on our own. And I mean, if that ain't, I guess, somewhat reflected by 11 and 1, you know? They're rebelling against their papa, so. Man, I'm surprised 1 never, like, just took a fork and tried digging for that friggin' thing. Yeah, why didn't he do that? I don't know. Maybe there was a thing, like, it just would, like, maybe there was a safeguard? I don't know. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt that he just couldn't do it, so. Oh well. So yeah. But I mean, eventually later, I mean, he gave her the way out, you know? It was that tunnel, which is how she got out in season 1. Yeah, I guess, I mean, that just sort of leads us straight to... I was right. Probably everybody else figured it out, too. That was also the case when it came to Annie, was that while my theory was correct, everyone else pretty much had that theory too, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I was right, and I was a little iffy on it. I was a little iffy on, like, I was positive that the Orderly was number 1, and then he was also Vecna. But I was a little iffy on him being the Creel boy. But there you go. I got it. I got it all. And I have it on tape that I got it. I had it that I predicted that on tape. So I don't know why I say tape. It's on digital camera. We don't have a VHS recorder like Dr. Brenner does. I guess that's the best way to do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he could have gotten like Betamax or something. It'd been hilarious if it was like, oh yes, I recorded all of my studies on Laserdisc. It's like, oh Jesus. Oh, but yeah, the massacre, the death of everybody else. That wasn't 11. That was 1. That was 1. And he hates humanity, and he wants to remake the world. Alright, you could have just said he was a psychopath. I don't know why you had to get fucking, like, existential on me, but alright. But yeah, but now he's the top predator. He's turning into fucking MH8, really. Like, this is the shit that 9 was saying in the second movie. But yeah. And then Nancy's gonna be taken, I guess. Man, going back to Barb and everything. This shit's crazy. You gotta find her favorite song and pray to God that song is in Eddie's house, you know? But yeah. But that's how it all happened. And honestly, like, I love, again, just how 11 threw him into the Upside Down. It honestly, it looks like a friggin', like an 80s death metal cover. Like, this would be on an album that Eddie owns, you know? Just the two different, you know, the planes, the lightning, and the guy burning, going through it. You know, like, that looks like an 80s death metal album, and I love that, you know? So, and, like, in this, like, super serious moment of learning everything about him, is like, let's just throw in something fucking rad, you know? So, yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was crazy. That was really, really crazy. And we still got 2 more episodes. Oh, God. But what's going to be happening as we move on into Season 4, Part 2? Well, you're just going to have to come back next week and find out. So yeah, that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Stranger Things reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.